Hello guys, welcome to another video on the JT12's RC Videos YouTube channel, and today we're looking at a mini, and by mini I mean micro, FPV camera. This is the Quanum ELITE. This has built-in transmitter. It's a 5.8G camera and it's so small that you could probably install it on to something like this because it's extremely lightweight. So let me tell you a little bit about this camera. So as I say, this is extremely lightweight. It only weighs 4.5 grams. It has a 40 channel transmitter, so it's going to work with a variety of 5.8G video goggles, receivers, screens, etc. It is a plug and play design. Like I say, it's got a built-in transmitter, so you don't need to be installing anything separate. This thing has it included. So let us get it out of the box and we'll see what's inside. So like I say, it is just a plug and play. Look how small that little baby is. Let's take it out of this foam packet there. So in the bottom you can see there's the foam support there to stop it getting damaged in transit. And here it is. This is how small it is. Let's zoom in a little bit closer so we can see it. So let's now remove it from this foam part. And you can see just how small this little camera is. Okay, now just for reference, so there's an SD card and there is this camera. This thing is absolutely tiny. So you remember what I just said about popping it possibly onto something as small as this quadcopter? You can see this is the Hubsan X4. That is just how small this camera is. So let me grab some documentation. Let me show you a little bit more about this camera. So as I've already said, it weighs just 4.5 grams. So the smallest of quadcopters, the smallest of cars, the smallest of boats, whatever, are going to be able to hold this one and lift it. I mean, a quadcopter is probably barely going to even notice this thing if it was mounted on board. As I say, it's an easy install. It's simply just a plug and play. As soon as you plug it in, this runs off of one cell 3.5 volt LiPo battery, which I'll show you in just a moment. So once you plug it in, this will start transmitting the video feed. Transmitter power is 25 milliwatts, okay, and the input power, it takes 2.5 volt to 5 volt. The camera resolution is 600 TV lines. Okay, now most video goggles are in the region between 400 and 600 TV lines, so 600 is fantastic. That's going to be quite a good quality, and from what I've heard, the video feed is pretty good as well. What we will be doing is actually fitting this one and using it with a cheap FPV headset from GearBest, which is on its way from China as we speak, and we'll see what kind of FPV setup you can get from a camera that is about 30 quid and an FPV goggles that are about £40, so that's like a £60–70 FPV setup. We'll also see what the range on this one is like. So having a look at the lens, this one has got 120 degree viewing angle. The antenna dimensions, just to give you, obviously it's very difficult on film to show you just how big this thing is, 20 by 25 millimeters, so it's absolutely tiny. Like I say, it's 5 bands and it's got 40 channels, F, E, A, R and B, and the size of this little camera is 21 by 19 by 17. That does exclude the antenna, but this thing is just absolutely tiny. Let's zoom in, let's unravel this wire, let's take a closer look. And you can see they've just wrapped it round just for so you can see you get quite a nice length of wire on there. On the back of the camera, this is where all the circuitry is. Okay, there is a little LED on here just so you can see when it's actually transmitting the power there. Okay, having a look at the front, it's got this little lens cover on. If I remove this, you can see there is our little lens. This thing, I just can't believe just how small it is. Like I said, you'll be able to use this thing with the smallest of applications, and because it's so small, it's obviously so lightweight. Like I say, just a few grams, you can be able to fit this thing on the smallest of RC cars, boats, planes. Like I say, I used the example of the quadcopter there of a 2-cell LiPo. So if I show you one of those, this is a 2-cell LiPo battery. The battery itself is obviously considerably larger than the camera, so you would need to consider actually how you're going to power this thing. fitting this battery onto that quad that I just showed you would be a pain. However, obviously depending on the application you're using it for, you could of course power this thing directly from your receiver, okay, because it's in the right voltage if you're using 4 AAs, so you could power it directly from your receiver to save you using a separate battery. So connections wise, it does come with the wiring that you need to do so. These are very small connections. Like I say, this little bit plugs into the into your battery, or this is the battery end. This end here plugs into the camera itself. So to be honest with you guys, what a nice little setup. Obviously I can't comment on the quality of the video just yet because we haven't had this one fitted. Got to wait for the FPV goggles to see the quality of it. However, so far so good. Certainly for the price, I'm very impressed, and because it's so small, I'm really excited about seeing just how good this little baby is on board one of my RC planes using the FPV goggles from Gearbest, which will be here very soon. But it's just so small. It's so small. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see the first test video, first test flight using this little mini micro FPV cam.